Hi guys, it is Katie with Katie Cakes Books, and I'm going to be doing the Netflix book tag, which was originally created by Katie from Katie's Book Date. So there is 11 questions. So let's just get started. Number 1 is recently watched. What is the last book you finished reading? So the last book I finished reading is The One, which is the selection series by Kira Cass. I really like this book. It's about this kingdom, I guess you could call it. It's basically America after like World War IV, so it's set in the future, and it's being ruled by a king and a queen, and the queen is selected by a selection, which is when everyone in the country can go and be entered to become part of the selection, which is they choose 35 girls that go and compete for the prince's hand in marriage. You have to be between the ages of 16 and 22, I think. I don't remember. It says in the book. This is the conclusion to the trilogy, and then it goes on to who ends up being the new king and queen, and then the next series is turned into the daughter. But it was really good. I rated this entire series like 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I will probably be reading it in the future. Number 2, top picks. Find a book that was recommended to you based on another book that you read. So the only one that I could think of was The Knife to Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I have not read this yet, but it was recommended to me from reading some book. I think it was from reading The Maze Runner, maybe? I'm not sure, but I own the whole series and I am planning on reading it eventually, but yeah. Number 3, recently added. What was the last book you recently bought? That would be The Billionaires, The Bosses, which is a trilogy. It's called a Lover's Triangle novel by Calrista Fox. I hope I didn't destroy that name. It sounds pretty interesting, but I'm not really sure what it's about yet. But it looks pretty good. So I'm waiting for the other 2, but right now I have the first one. So number 4, popular on Netflix. One book that you have read and one that you haven't read yet, but everyone is talking about. So a book that I have read is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I really, really enjoyed this series. I thought it was really well written and well put together. I own the entire series, and I seriously wish that there was more, but there's not. But I really liked it, so yeah. And then one that I haven't read that I'm looking forward to is International Guide Volume 3 by Audrey Carlin. I don't have it yet. It gets released November 13th. But there's ARCs available, but I'm waiting for my ARC. So I'm going to count that as being part of that question. Number 5, find a funny book. So the only one that I could think of was Between the Lines by Renee Harless. I remember that through this entire story I was like laughing, which is very rare because I find very few books actually funny. Like there's a couple in there that are like, haha, that's funny, but this one, it was actually really funny. So yeah. Number 6, dramas. Find a character who is a drama king or queen. So the story behind this one's actually kind of funny. I found The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. So I took this in a variety of ways. She is a major drama queen, but it was also because of how she was written that she was a drama queen. I hated this book. It's actually on its way out the door. I have like 20 books right now that are getting off my shelf. I went through my shelf the other day and was like, I don't want this anymore. And this was one of them. I forced myself to read the whole series to see if it got better, and it never did. So I'm getting rid of it because I hated it. I gave it like 1 star, the entire series. So, but yeah, she is a major drama queen. Number 7, cartoon. Find a book with a cartoon on the cover. I'm considering this a cartoon, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling, because it's like the animated version, so I'm considering it a cartoon. Number 8, watch again. A book or a series that you really want to read again. That would of course have to be Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. I love the series. I've read it 10 times. I cannot get enough. I have to read it like every year. Otherwise, I feel like my life is incomplete. So, I have to read it again before the end of the year or early next year. So, yeah, the entire series. Not Bloodlines, though. I wasn't super excited about Bloodlines, but I did read it. It was okay. But I love this one. The original Vampire Academy. Number 9, documentary. Find a nonfiction book that you would recommend to anyone. I don't really have nonfiction books. However, I do own The Diary of Anne Frank. So I guess this one, because as sad as it was, I really enjoyed this book. But yeah, this one, I guess. And number 10, action and adventure. Find an action-packed book. The Morganville Vampires by Rachel Kane. Sorry. It's about these 4 people that are always running from vampires. Vampires rule their town, so they're always trying not to get eaten. So, it's the best one that I could think of. Number 11, new releases. A newest released or soon to be coming book that you are super excited about. So, it's actually this series, the Lark Cove series by Devney Perry. But the first and second one are out already. I'm waiting for the third one. I believe it's called Timid. It's either called Timid or Tinsel, and it comes out really soon, and I really, really want to read it. But yeah, so that's the Netbook book tag. I don't really have anyone to tag yet because I'm new to BookTube, so if you want to do it, feel free to say that I tagged you. So, yeah. Bye, guys.